welcome into Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts, and we're here with the Let's Talk team. It's Susan Mills and Kim Dixon. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Happy Wednesday.
Are we at Wednesday?
Yes.
Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Buddy, y'all having a good day?
I'm having a day.
You're having a day. We're glad to be here nonetheless.
Yes.
We always have fun, no matter what time.
We're glad to be here nonetheless.
Yeah.
Well, you all, as you know, because I'm going to talk about it all October until everybody gets tired of hearing about it. October is Domestic Violence Awareness and Prevention Month. And so for victims of domestic violence, being able to get away and stay away from their attacker is very important. But this can be very difficult, staying away when your information is on the internet, especially your address. You get away, you move to a new place, and then they just look you up, right? And so there's a new program to help address that. The Kentucky Secretary of State, Michael Adams, announced that there is a new program called Safe at Home. It helps to hide the addresses of domestic violence, stalking, sexual assault, human trafficking, or other victims of similar crimes. The program masks the addresses on public records, voter rolls, and even your mail. So this is something that you're interested in and you need this. You can email KACP@ky.gov, or you can call 844-292-5227. So yeah, what a great program.
That's a great program. I didn't even know this existed.
I didn't either. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's huge.
So Kentucky passed a law that allows for this. I believe it was the most recent legislative session, but other states have this. So even if you were eligible for this in another state and you moved to Kentucky, you can be added to Kentucky's list.
That's fantastic.
Oh, automatically.
You have to sign up, but you
Okay.
can be added to Kentucky's list.
That's one of the biggest fears, I think, that people who have been in those abusive situations have. It's like, I don't want them to find me.
It takes so much to get away.
Yeah.
And then to just,
You want to stay hidden.
yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So this is a great program.
Wonderful program.
We actually reached out to the Secretary of State today, and he is going to come on and talk more about this later this month. So we're
That's
really excited
awesome.
about that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So it is October, and that means cold weather is right around the corner, and that means so are higher utility bills, especially those for heating your home. But there is help. Pre-registration for LIHEAP is now open. LIHEAP stands for Low Income House Energy Assistance Program. LIHEAP helps those who apply to pay for their heating bills during the winter months. To apply, you need a couple of things: an ID, a social security card for everybody in your home, a utility bill or a rent bill if all of your bills are covered in your rent, and a proof of fixed income like pension or social security. So if this is something you think you might need, you can go to communityaction.org for more information.
It's a lot of great information we have.
Yes,
Yeah, get that.
Remember-
Sign up if you need it.
Absolutely, and don't be ashamed. Remember, there was one year, maybe 4 years ago, when it was so cold and everyone was on emergency heat, and like people were getting $600,000 bills.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I
It was
mean,
crazy.
Yeah, the emergency heat the whole time.
Yeah.
And the coils are just freezing and burning. So yeah, I mean, even if you don't, you're not eligible for LIHEAP and you can't apply, you can call your utility company and try to work out a payment
Yeah.
plan too. So
Because you got to keep your family warm.
Yeah, these are things to be thinking about. And finally, if you live in Lexington, you'll soon be able to recycle more types of plastics, so we're so excited about it. Plastics are notoriously hard to recycle, but Lexington has been awarded a $1.8 million grant from the EPA. This grant is going to expand the recycling program so you can recycle things like yogurt containers, butter tubs, and other similar plastics. So with this new equipment, we'll be able to recycle something called polypropylene, which we can't right now. And with this grant, we're also going to expand the current plastics recycling that we can do. Kim got so excited about this, I thought she was going to jump out of her seat when I told her earlier today.
I'm so excited about this. Lexington is a big enough city, I think, that we deserve to be able to recycle our waste. There's a lot of things that we can recycle now, and I'm just so excited.
Yeah, you know, and this is one of those things you're like, oh, I want to be a good steward of the environment the best I can. And so you're sorting things and you're throwing it in the recycling. And I remember being like heartbroken when I found out that you were just throwing away things that couldn't be recycled. I was like, betrayal.
I know, because people just think, oh, it's plastic, just throw it in there.
As long as
you
it's
know.
got a number on there, it can be put in the bin, but it's not
Yeah.
so much. But now we're going to have so many more options. This is very exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love how the city of Lexington has really been trying to stay on top of all of the things, whether it's with wastewater or with recycling. They've really been trying to stay on top of it because we are a beautiful place. We have a lot of green space. We have a lot of natural waterways, and they do want to keep it nice. So kudos to them for doing that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, the Supreme Court season has started, and they are talking about some very controversial stuff. So we are too.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Your choice of attorney is critical. And if you're injured, you need to find an attorney who has trial verdicts in Kentucky. If it's a serious wreck,
Get a serious attorney.
insurance companies know who tries cases here in Kentucky, and they know what the results are.
Because I have both Medicaid and Medicare, I got a special Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare. It's called DSNP. That's DSNP. And it stands for Dual Eligible Special Needs Plan. My grandson.
Hey, Grandma.
That's my boy. And WellCare DSNP comes with a whole lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day, and real human support, and answers I can understand. And this Medicare Advantage plan gives me choices with benefits I need. And I love that kind of flexibility. And I'm thinking, hey, WellCare understands me. That means a WellCare DSNP provides what I need when I need it. And that gives me the confidence I need to get through every day.
See if you qualify for more benefits.
Garbage time. That phrase never sounded quite right because no part of football is meaningless. So while some folks see garbage, FanDuel sees treasure. We see spreads to cover, overs to hit, and chances to live bet from the first down to the final whistle. So don't just watch football this season, cherish it.
America's #1 sportsbook is live in Kentucky. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Car wreck? Think Golden. Golden Law Office has multiple multi-million-dollar verdicts in the state of Kentucky. Insurance companies know that.
We know the inside of the insurance business and use it to your advantage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It's time for the Countdown Conversation. This is the part of the show where we talk about as many topics as we can in 6 minutes. And today, we're talking about one of my favorite and least favorite things, the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court is back in session. They are starting their new session. So they hear cases, you know, all the way until maybe the spring, and then we get their decisions in May and June. And so they are hearing a lot of really important ones. First up, gun rights. So the Supreme Court is considering if people who are convicted of acts of domestic violence and have domestic violence restraining orders should be allowed to possess guns. Currently, people who are usually being held by these domestic violence restraining orders lose their right to have a gun. It's worked its way all the way up to the courts, and now the courts have to decide should they be allowed. So
I don't think they should be allowed to have a gun. I really don't. And I know, listen, I am all about gun rights, but when you have been in a domestic situation and you have been terrified for your life, the last thing that you want is to have someone that has been convicted to have a gun, to have a weapon. So to add that layer of security, I think is necessary.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't understand everything about constitutional law, but it just seems logical to me that if someone has been convicted of that kind of a crime, they shouldn't have a weapon. It just seems like that makes sense, so that they can't hurt anyone else.
Right.
They've lost that that right to have that gun.
Well,
Yeah.
Sherelle knows the law
She gets
better than both of us.
Well, you know, so this is interesting because the Constitution has provisions for all kinds of rights being taken away. So, for example, we know that your right to be able to vote can be taken away if you commit a felony. We know that you can be forced to do unpaid labor, aka slavery, under the Constitution if you are convicted of a crime. So to tell me that you can't take away somebody's right to have a gun if they are a domestic violence abuser just doesn't jive with the other precedent that we've seen. The Second Amendment right to bear arms does not trump someone's right to be safe and alive. Now, I'm not sitting on the Supreme Court. I never will. But I know how to read the Constitution, a plain reading of the Constitution, so it'll be really interesting to see what the courts say about domestic violence offenders and whether they can have guns. So stay tuned, everybody.
I'll be listening.
Yes, all right. Up next, be assertive. So I think there are some gender expectations about assertiveness. Women are often thought to be or are told they should be less assertive at work, in public, in relationships, and men, they're celebrated if they are. How have you all balanced being assertive in life, or do you balance it?
I do. I think it's a balance, and here's my take on the whole thing with the long life I've been living. Over the time, and a lot of times, like as a mother too, I've had to fight for resources, you know, for my family. And what I've learned is that some women, I think, confuse being assertive and they become defensive, you know, so I am going to lash out at you, and maybe that has happened because they've felt like they had to be defensive to protect themselves. But I found that if you are assertive, you say please and thank you, and you can say it with a smile, and you don't even have to have a loud voice. You will get your point across better, and people will listen to you more if you just feed them honey. Just feed them honey.
I think there's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive, and I think that can get mixed up a little bit, but I have not learned to balance being assertive, and I don't know that I want to. My mom, you know, I think was the type of person, no, don't get upset, don't get angry, but I think it's okay to say what you need. If something's not right and you need to get what you need, be nice about it, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So here's where I am on this. I think when a woman does it, it's called assertive. When a man does it, it's called leadership. Right? And so I think we all have to balance our competing identities as humans, as women. You know, for me, balancing the identities of being a black woman and assertiveness and doing what you need to do to navigate life.
Yeah.
I mean, women are not, for the most part, just being homemakers and mothers. Homemakers and mothers, and even homemakers and mothers have to be assertive to get things done. So I think that these gender rules and these gender norms are really unfair to place them upon women. So okay, finally, last up, express yourself. So is there something that you all would love to do that you think would help to express yourself, but you're just a little too timid to do it? So mine is I would love to get a nose ring. I think it would be so adorable.
You should totally do it.
I would love to have
pull it off.
I think it would be so cute, just a little nose ring. I think it would be so adorable, but I'm not sure that I could be like a teacher and also be a TV person and also be like a Politico and have a nose ring. Because people just, it's still edgy. It's still edgy, and it makes me sad because I think I would be adorable.
It's less edgy than I think it was 10 years ago, but I think you can pull it off. I would like to get a tattoo sleeve just for a day. Just for a day, I'm just, you know, just full tats.
You know, they make a product that can do that. It is literally a sleeve, like pantyhose, that you pull up over your arm.
Okay, so our next girls' night out.
Tattoo sleeves,
Tattoo
totally.
sleeve. Woo!
I've always wished that I could be a dancer. And you know, there are classes out there. I can sign up for a class, but I'm always nervous because I'm left-handed and it's really hard for me to pick up moves. So if there are any teachers out there who want to teach break dancing to a left-handed woman, please find my email, catch up with me, we'll talk.
Let me see you popping and locking, Kim.
Man, I want that cardboard.
So what I hear you say is that you want me to book somebody on the show to teach us break dancing, and you want to be the test model.
That's taking one for the team, Kim.
I mean, I might be saying
can do
that.
it.
You said it, but I mean, if that's what you do.
We'll see what happens.
We'll work on it.
Okay. All right, everybody, stay with us. Coming up after the break, our friends with the Kentucky Book Festival are at the table.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
Next UT, we're in the ballroom for Latin Week on Dancing with the Stars. Plus,
I'm with country star Chris Young, who is opening up about his incredible weight loss journey.
It's an ET exclusive.
next ET.
Tonight at 7 on ABC 36.
The Bush family is a racing family. I mean, we've come from that. My dad was a car guy. His dad was a car guy. We enjoyed the aspect of being able to have family time in the garage, but then also going to the racetrack trying to bring home wins. Our dad raised us up to become champions. My brother's a champion, I'm a champion, so all credit due to him. Being with RCR, I've really come to understand the family relationship, the tie-in between M&M as well as RCR. It's a family-type relationship.
The doors are always open in Paris.
Having a business in a small town is wonderful because you get to know your patrons really well.
People are enjoying our community, and we hope that we're good hosts. We are open for business, and it's a really exciting time to experience Paris and Bourbon County.
Watch me. Watch me pirouette with style and grace. An open floor of inspiration. This is my place. 5 positions to start, leotard and tights. A story through movement, under music and lights. Straight and tall, they promised I'd stand. I'm a ballerina who twirls like the blades of a fan. Watch me. Innovative scoliosis treatment at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Celebrity Jeopardy is back. Hosted by me, Ken Jennings.
Your charities seem amazing, but mine's empirically better.
Celebrity Jeopardy, new tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm your host and moderator, Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team, and our guest at the table is Katerina Stoikova with the Kentucky Book Festival. Hello.
Hi, thank you so much.
We're so glad to have you.
Thank you.
So you guys have this amazing book festival planned. We were checking out the website before the show. There's just going to be so many amazing events and people. Tell us a little bit about the festival overall, big picture.
Okay. Well, this is going to be the 42nd edition of the festival, and it is the longest running and biggest literary event in the whole state. And it will take place at Joseph Beth at from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on the 21st of October. So we hope to see as many people as possible there.
That's awesome. And you've got some pretty big authors that are coming. Who are some of like the large main stage authors?
We have about 150 authors coming in, and they come from Kentucky and beyond. And some of our authors that we want to make sure that we mention are J.R. Ward, Crystal Wilkinson, Frank X. Walker, Bruce Cameron, and other people.
Oh, I would like to mention one. Susan Mills.
Susan Mills, yes.
I'll be there.
She is a children's book author. Would you like to say a couple of words about your book?
Oh, well, just come see me. They're all about dinosaurs. They're kids, and we've talked about them on the show before too. But yeah, we'll be there. It'll be a fun, good time for kids, families,
big kids.
Yeah, big kids. Kim's gonna come.
So tell us about some of the main stage events that you're going to be having.
We have full day main stage event starting at 10 a.m. in which the book A is for Afrilache takes center stage, and it's a children's book that is written by Frank X. Walker and illustrated by Up From Some Dirt. Yeah, and then they are in conversation with Crystal Wilkinson, and all 3 authors besides that children's book, they have new books coming up, and we'll learn about those as well.
Wonderful.
Now,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I
it's-
think that both Krista Wilkinson and Frank X. Walker were both poet laureates for the state of Kentucky.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes, they have
Yeah.
served. They have served as poet laureates. Yes.
And
Then-
did I see that Governor Patton is also on the
Yes.
agenda?
He is at 2 p.m. with memoirs on main stage event that is moderated by Nana Lampton. And then at 11 o'clock, we have The Fear of Too Much Justice, which Stephen Bright, the author of the book, is in conversation with CNN's Poppy Harlow. At noon, we have J.R. Ward, and we expect a large turnout of her fans from the state and beyond to come and to hear her speak about her young adult novel, new young adult novel.
So we have some other activities that are happening there too. Do you want to talk about those?
Absolutely. We have, besides the main stage events, we have the Writers' Room events, which is a smaller stage, but still we have wonderful program there. And then we have family-friendly events all day long, starting at 10 a.m. We have story time every hour on the hour. We have 3 illustration workshops. We have a roving magician for 4 hours at least. We have face painting and pumpkin decorating. And probably something else that I'm forgetting right now.
For everyone.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Oh, I do not want to forget that thanks to our sponsors, every child 12 and under will receive a free book.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't that huge?
That's
Love
amazing.
that. That is huge.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
We're very happy to be able to do that.
That's amazing.
So it sounds like there's plenty of activities for everybody. If folks want to learn more about the festival, where should they go?
Plentiful information can be found at kybookfestival.org.
Okay, that's pretty easy. kybookfestival.org. All right.
Easy peasy.
Yes, Katerina, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak about one of the most favorite things.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, stay with us. Girl Scout cookie news on the other side. Everybody loves Girl Scout cookie.
Let's Talk Kentucky is brought to you by Critchfield Meats.
A Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare comes with a lot of these. As in, WellCare gives me benefits I can use every day, and real human support, and clear answers I understand. And I love how WellCare gets that my health needs can change. And wow, my WellCare plan is a plan I can count on.
The coverage you need and more. Call today or visit us online at wellcarenow.com for your free all-in-one guide.
It's the annual enrollment period for Medicare Advantage plans, and you have a choice, which is why Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here to help you get all the benefits you qualify for. Call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield at 1-800-878-5180 today for a Medicare Advantage plan checkup and make sure you have everything you qualify for in 2024. You can receive more benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-800-878-5180 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2024. You can receive benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. So call Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield today at 1-800-878-5180 and make sure you're not missing out.
Paw Patrol Live, the great pirate adventure, has set sail for your city. You and your kids will see your favorite pups live on stage in this musical adventure.
Playing Rupp Arena this Friday and Saturday only. For tickets, visit PawPatrolLive.com.
Menacing, 3, 2, 1.
The band just got covered by Delta Dental and the nation's largest network of dentists, and they can't stop smiling.
Delta Dental!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. It's time for What in the World is Trending. This one, it's a little bit of a what in the world. So, Girl Scout cookies. It's one of those things that all of us are slightly addicted to and can't even hide the fact that we are slightly addicted to. I mean, look at them. They're delicious. They're creamy. They're chewy. They're crunchy. They're wonderful. Okay, I'm going off. But anyways, Girl Scout cookies, the prices are going up.
Of course.
To $6. This announcement came ahead of the fall selling season, which is when cookie sales happen up in the Northeast. But guess what? I've got a feeling that the $6 cookie price, which is up from $5, is not going to stop me from buying too many boxes. And I don't think it's going to stop anybody else.
It's just a dollar increase. As long as they don't decrease the number of cookies you're getting in the boxes with an increase in price, I'm willing to float that. But here's the thing. When I used to live in Illinois, of course, the Girl Scouts, in the office that I worked in, everyone started bringing their cookie forms in, and everyone was like, me. I looked at the forms, and they were $8 for a box of cookies. Now, this was like 5 years ago. They've probably increased since now. And I didn't know that they have different cookie prices across the nation, depending on what state you live in.
Yeah.
I still bought some.
Yeah, well, of course.
Well, of course.
I mean, what are you going to do?
I mean,
you got to have them.
What are you going to do?
My favorite is Caramel Delight.
Yes,
well,
also known as Samoas.
Also known as Samoas when I was selling them, you know.
The lemon ones.
Which, there's been so many.
It's the shortbread with the lemon on the back.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good one.
Okay, so
With
clearly
the
we
peanut
have
butter patties.
Those are good.
So clearly we have to have the Girl Scouts on.
You got to put them in the freezer and then get them out.
Yeah. We just want to have the Girl Scouts on to help them sell their cookies. No personal reason. Okay. All right, everybody. We like to end every show by highlighting a woman we're talking about. Today's woman is Diane Fleet. She's the Associate Director of Greenhouse 17. Greenhouse 17 is a Lexington-based domestic violence shelter, but it serves 17 counties around Kentucky. It's dedicated to supporting survivors of abuse. They provide a safe haven, counseling, and resources to empower individuals affected by domestic violence. Their mission is to break the cycle of abuse and offer a path towards healing, independence, and a violence-free future. Thank you, Diane, for all you do. You are a woman worth talking about. Yes.
Well done.
And I have been there. Now, again, you don't disclose the location because that's secret.
Correct.
But it's a beautiful location because the folks who are there get to garden and raise things, and it really is nurturing and healing, but it helps to raise money for them too. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
great
space.
place. Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.